What's up, YouTube? Okay, got a Wi-Fi battle. I just had a few, I don't know, about 10 minutes or so ago. I was sort of doing it in my bed while I was watching some TV and stuff. So, firstly, I want to say yesterday, I didn't actually plan on, I did plan on doing my live stream yesterday, but I had what would you call, like a internet provider sort of just dropped out for 7 hours, and I'm not even sure what the reason was. I was ringing them up and asking them like what the hell's going on, but apparently they're doing like maintenance or something like that. So that was really, really helpful, and they did maintenance for like 7 hours or something like that. So that was really, really annoying, and I couldn't live stream yesterday because of that. So I do apologise for that, but that one was definitely out of my hands, and obviously we'll be going back to the same old routine each week, and it was sort of just a randomly little one-off thing. Anyway, so that's to anyone that was wondering why I wasn't doing that. So let's get to the battle. So this is my latest team, my latest NU team, and had a couple of battles today, mostly against OU teams, and they were really, really fun. This is probably the best battle that I had, well, closest battle, I guess. All the other ones were stomps, really. Surprisingly, I'm not really sure, they just were stomps. My team did pretty well against them. But anyway, so let's have a look at this team. So we got Ditto, which is always a definite threat, and we've got Charizard, definite Charizard X or Y there. Of course, we've got Greninja, it's always in every team, OU team. Tentacruel, Sylveon, and Skarmory. So let's start this battle. Thinking that Skarmory will probably be leading, or maybe Greninja as an anti-lead. That was sort of the two pokes that I was thinking up at that point in time. And I sort of thought, well, I might try and like count his lead somewhat if I lead with my Rampardos or like an unexpected lead, but it comes out with Skarmory, so I didn't really want to stay in with that thing. So I think this thing's going to set up like spikes, stealth rock, all that sort of stuff that does, and just tank all day with Roost and that sort of thing. So I sort of want to try and scare him off with Magmar. I know that he's going to swap. I was hoping that he'd go into Tentacruel, and I'm going for the Choice Scarf, Choice Spec Psychic. I was really hoping he'd go into it. Unfortunately, he didn't, but I was still quite happy with that result. Got some nice damage there on Charizard. I'm going to go into Bastion here because I know I can definitely tank a lot of this guy's moves, and I'm carrying Stone Edge on this as well, and even with no like attack EVs or anything, it just annihilates it. So it's going to be Charizard X, which is a sort of nice little change from the Charizard Y, and no Drought. So he's going to use Roost. Okay, that's fair enough, getting the rest of his health back. So I guess that's not that great because he's going to use that for Flare Blitz now. So I know Flare Blitz was going to hit me pretty hard, but at the point in this time, I didn't know whether he was going to be, what evolution was going to go into, or which Mega I mean, not what evolution. So on the second Flare Blitz, I guess he's just going to attack me again, and I have a chance here to go for the Metal Burst and one-shot him, which is really good. That's sort of what plan I was doing. And I had the Citrus Bearer there to get me back a little bit of health in case like a weaker Pokemon, or a weaker move, like priority move, coming and tried to kill me or something like that, I could maybe live. But that was out of the way, so that was the first poke down for me. I was very happy with that result. So into Greninja, obviously I cannot swap safely into anything here. Well, safely without getting some sort of damage. And Bastion is pretty much dead weight after he loses his Sturdy, well, for my team. And just with his 4 speed and stuff. Also, I got to scope out that it was a Life Orb variant as well. So that was alright. Into Kecleon. Now, I wanted to get a Thunder Wave off on this guy at least, unless he swapped. I didn't think he would swap though. Probably doesn't think that I'm that bulky, which I actually am, which is good. And I can get the Thunder Wave off this turn and cripple his speed, which is great. And that's exactly what I wanted to do. Now, I could either here swap out or sort of stay in and try and or get a good hit off him with Power Up Punch. But first, I just wanted to get my health back in case he went for Hydro Pump again, which is probably a good chance that he'd probably go for that. He's going to go for Dark Pulse here, probably thinking, I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but I guess that's going to do a decent amount of damage with Hydro Pump. Probably didn't want to miss, I guess. That's the whole probably reason that he would do that, try and secure the kill. Anyway, that was good for me because I'm much more healthy now, and I can definitely take another hydro pump. So power up punches are going to hit him real hard, which is great, and I can get an attack boost and all that cool stuff. So he's going to go for U-turn, and I know I'm going to live that easy because I resist that now with my protein, which is good, and because I'm not really a defensive character on at all, I go down to really physical hits. So that's good. That was good. It would have been nice to have Stealth Rock up on the field. In hindsight on this battle. Anyway, so into Skarmory. I know there's not much I can do to this guy. Like the off chance he may go for Brave Bird here, I sort of stayed in, and he is going to go for Brave Bird. So I did see that one coming, but just in case, I wanted to try and get a Thunder Wave off if he's tried setting up spikes and that sort of thing. So I wasn't too worried about that. I got to have a free swap in on his Skarmory. Now, the only other option that I thought he might go into would be his Tentacruel here. Since I went for Psychic the first time, I think he had figured that he may stay in and get really overconfident and try and go for Brave Bird on me again. But this time he swapped into Tentacruel, which is sort of what I wanted back on the first turn. But I thought, oh well, shit, it's gonna have a reasonable hit anyway with overheat specs. I get a crit there, which was nice too, getting close to half health. I'm forced to swap out there, even though I know there's Stealth Rock on the field. There's not a lot I can do. Into Leaf On, because I know I can take a Scald. I didn't think he would go for Ice Beam at all, so Scald was sort of his main thing. Or he might try and set up Toxic Spikes or something like that, but I was prepared for a Scald. So with Leaf On, I thought he may stay in, thinking that he'll live my next attack, but Leaf Blade is going to hit him very, very hard, and I know Tentacle's defense isn't the most greatest in the world, and baiting him in for the Ice Beam on my Leaf On was a good idea as well. So into Skarmory, I know that obviously I'm just going to sacrifice my Leaf On here because I want to free swap in for my Magmar, because I know that two of the counters that swapped in for Skarmory are now out of the way, and I can finally get like a Flamethrower or Overheat off. So obviously he's going to go for Brave Bird again, but I saw that as a necessary like sacrifice to get some damage on his next incoming poke. So he's down to half health. I know that's obviously going to have Roost. All defensive Skarmory have Roost. So into Magmar again. So I figured I got about probably one more swap in after this before things start getting a little bit too low for me to swap in. So in comes Sylveon, and that's sorry, Sylveon, and unfortunately I go for Flamethrower there, but I mean 2 overheats may not have killed either, so I was sort of happy for Flamethrower damage. I knew that I could just get 2 off maybe, and hoping that they might try and set up something, which was good because Carmine was set up there by Sylveon, and I had like a small chance of killing him, but I thought he's just going to live and take me out with whatever move is going to throw at me. But I was happy to get this down to as low a health as I can with that, and it just lives by like a little fraction there, and Shadow Ball is going to hit me, but I know Magmar's got decent special defense, and I just live, which was really good. I also get a special defense drop, which was pretty funny as well, since I'm on such a small amount of health. So he's going to swap again here, which is annoying, because then again Stealth Rock would have been really handy again with that Greninja and that that's Sylveon as well. So into Magmar, I know that sorry, into Ditto, which transforms into Magmar. I know I'm going to do fair damage to that anyway because it's Ditto. I sort of have to keep him in though. There's no point swapping out because Stealth Rock's on the field, and I was semi-happy with how the battle was going at the moment. I was getting pretty hard pressed by a couple of hooks, but I still think I had a fair chance winning this. So he's obviously forced to swap out there. I'm just going to go straight for the Scald here. And I was just praying that would take Sylveon out, because I know this thing would have some sort of healing move, and I think it just would have taken it out, because I know that it's got crazy special defense. So I was really, really happy about that, because that thing would have been like a real pain and probably stalled me out all day. Maybe even had Toxic on it as well. Anyway, so Skarmory's going to come out, and it's going to use Brave Bird, which is sort of, you know, pointless, because Alomaloma, I'm just going to call it Big Love. This has got crazy defense, and that's not going to do anything, and he's probably based all his EVs into defense and health, so that's not going to do much. I was hoping here that I could get a burn as well, and maybe sort of force a Roost, then I could swap into something else that could do a little bit of damage to it. I had Rampardos as a backup. Now I just really want to force him I just trying to force him to roost off or get a free swap in or something. I know that I could keep pressuring him with a Lomomola, but it would be a big stall fest between these two pokes because he couldn't do enough damage to me, and it would probably like a roost scold kind of stall war here for a little bit. But I knew that I could probably stall him out eventually if I keep swapping in and out of my pokes, but it was sort of a frustrating thing to get past this scum. It was really annoying, and Magmar was like sort of my best way to get past it. Unfortunately, I had to sacrifice it getting past Slivion. Okay, so here it's just, as I said, it's just a stall wall, and I could only just attack. There was nothing I couldn't risk swapping into Rampardos either in case he did a double swap on me. Fortunately, he goes for a Whirlwind here, and I saw this as a great opportunity to go for a Stone Edge here, and I thought this will definitely finish. Even though Skarmory's got amazing defenses, with that burn, I know that it's going to finish, and it misses. I'm like, fuck. So that was a massive miss, because that definitely would have been game there, most certainly. I knew I probably should have swapped that back to Rock Slide, but I haven't really had the chance, I guess. So as you can see, the damage there is unanimous. That definitely would have killed before. So he's just going to sort of roost off my Stone Edges. Now, fair enough, he can do that, but I could easily PP stall him as well with Stone Edge and Scald to get rid of all them roosts. So he probably knows that. He's going to go to Ditto here. There wasn't probably a lot of point him doing this, because only hoping that I'd miss that about the only merit that he had in that move there, and that's going to take it out. With a crit, I don't think that would have even mattered. Anyway, it's Rampardos. So he's got this annoying Greninja left. Now, I don't want to stay into Greninja, because I know this is about his last Pokemon that can really do anything. It's crippled in speed. I know I can take a shot with Big Love Disc. I know I can easily take at least a Hydro Pump, or even a Dark Pulse at least. Maybe try and swap out, get the Regenerator back, and stall the Skarmory out. That was sort of my plan. That does a load of damage anyway. So I take that, which is good. Now, I wasn't too sure if he was going to swap it out again or not, so I'm just going to go for Scald, and he stays in, obviously, and that's Greninja out the way. I was really happy with that. And Skarmory was the last poke that I had to deal with, and I know that I could easily outstall that Roost quite comfortably with my two pokes, even if I just used up all my Scalds on Alomomola and just wished past the Rampardos or something. But he ended up forfeiting right there, so he had really no options left there. So that's game, and thanks for the game, Shaw, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out.